Alrighty, hey guys, we are gearing up for another shootout here. Now, when I get straight into the wind here, I like to take off my backspin. So there you're seeing me put no backspin on it. Keep in mind, when you play this hole, you're going to have to play this right edge, left edge over here very aggressively. So you're going to see me kind of set up right towards the neck here. And I'm going to play off of max distance here, which is going to be at least 7 or 8 rings here. So looks like I'm even going to have to go into a little bit of power. Now this gets a little tricky because you got to start guessing. And when you start guessing how much power to add, it turns into a little bit of a harder shot. You're seeing I'm just a little lazy on the power. This is going to come down a little slower than you typically want it. But as you can see, you know, this just kind of goes to show you how it can be a game of inches here. You know, just ever so slightly more power. And that was going to take the slope there and be just a yard or two. So let's think about what I did there. So first off, I want to talk about how max club is about 1.8, for example, on the fourth hammer. So what I needed to do for an adjustment there is, you know, 8-ish rings or so was what I was trying to shoot for there. And then in addition to that, make sure that you're favoring the left side. And also making sure that, you know, you take off that top spin, that back spin. You saw how I played it more straight up here. It's a little bit tougher to get the roll out, and you see his is already naturally, he just kind of, you know, gets that natural roll of the slope. He's going to win the shootout because of it. It just goes to show you sometimes how you can just catch a bad break in this tour, because the way his rolled out, it was just smooth, it was fluid, it just ran right towards the hole. And the way mine rolled out, you can tell that it just basically, you know, as soon as it hit the green, it just stopped. Like, it just hit the wrong part of the ridge where it just didn't feed down. And but the best tip that I can give you here is kind of stick with the approach that I'm taking there and not using that. It's so funny because I think I've played that hole twice now. You've seen the guy that takes the right method win both shootouts. But when we're looking at who can get the ball closer, the route that I've been taking, which is more centered into the green using the backstop, that's how you'll get A, the chance at a hole-in-one, and B, you'll be able to get it in there tighter. You know, I can get it inside of a yard using that method if it's just all about how it hits the slope just right. Whereas all those guys that you're going to see bringing it in from the right there, they're always going to come and cut in front of the hole there. Every time. One time I saw an exception where it actually did not roll kind of towards the front of the hole there exactly like that. And since I have yet to see that shot again, it was a little bit of a fluke. But, you know, for the most part, you're going to cut in front of the hole like that. And whereas if you take it more into the center of the green like you saw my shot do, just take a little bit more slope than that. You gotta worry about getting too much slope. So, you know, it's one of those touchy things where, you know, you just sometimes get bad breaks. And you saw the way mine approached the green and the way that his approached the green were kind of completely different. Like, his kind of rolled fluidly on the green. As soon as mine hit, it kind of made kind of a rough hop and didn't quite get as much slope as it looked like it was about to. And that's just the way that it works. But I'm going to keep posting some more shootouts for you guys. Let me just make one note here real quick, actually, while I'm thinking about it. So this is kind of the reason that, you know, you might want a Kingsmaker was actually a win like that. Is Kingmaker makes it a little bit easier because that would have restricted another 10% win there. It would have pushed that win down to like a 12. Plus, it would have given an additional power on top of that, and you wouldn't have had to take the shot into power like I did. But just because you have to take the shot into power, you know, it's not going to be the the difference between you winning and losing if you pull the shot off. So not necessarily the end of the world, but you know, Kingmaker is kind of the way to go if you want that little bit of extra power and you still want to definitely keep that side spin on, no doubt about it. So keep that in mind, and good luck with your Tour 11 shootouts. I'm going to be posting some more for you guys.